Hey, welcome to What's Behind Your Smile podcast. We are here with the amazing and lovely Miss Carrington. Hey. Oh my God, y'all, this is going to be so good. I have been knowing you since you were about, 15, 16 years old?
Yep, no, 15.
15 years old. Long story short, she was one of my patients when I worked over at Dr. Constantine's office. I was working for, I believe it was LabCorp at the time, and she was one of my patients. And of course,
One of the young ones.
Yes, one of the young ones. I was a young mother, so anytime I would come across other young teen moms, just that Kindle spirit, I would always communicate with them and let them know, hey, being a young mom, it's going to have its ups and downs, but you can get through it. You can definitely get through it. And now she's grown up and she is lovely and cute. I've seen her babies. They're so cute. They're so cute. Basically my god babies now.
Yes.
But, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Yes.
How is life treating you?
It's good.
Okay.
Better than it used to be when I was younger.
Hey, look. way, way better.
A lot better. Things get better.
They do.
I can't say that.
They do. First question, if you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
One word. Strong.
Ooh,
Strong.
that's a good one. That's a real good one.
Yeah.
What made you choose that word?
Only because I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. Having a kid at 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got 3 kids and I'm only 26. Business, all of that. It's like having one kid is a lot, but having 3 is a lot too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like strong. When I feel like I have to be strong no matter what.
Yes.
So
that's definitely good. Definitely good. Yeah. Strong. I would definitely say that's a good word, and that's a strong word to choose because it's a lot of weight come with that. Being strong for yourself, for one, being a young mother,
right.
2, being strong for your kids.
Yes.
Like when I had my kids early, what I realized is that they grow with me.
Exactly.
The ups and downs of life, the changes, they've grown with me. And what you'll come to find out is sometimes you'll realize that your daughters end up being your best friend before you really find somebody that you can I can trust with all of my secrets. Exactly. And it's a good and a bad thing because you don't want them to have that weight. But at the same time, they're in your life and they see everything.
Yes, for a long time.
Yes. Okay. That was a good one. I love that. Wow. What was one of the hardest things about being a young mother?
One of the hardest things. Hardest things probably would be seeing everybody else be able to do whatever they wanted to do, and now knowing that I'm a young mom and I got to think and live for a baby now, and they can still live for themselves and do whatever they want. I'm like, I can't do that no more. I got a kid.
Yeah.
I can't be on every scene. I got a baby. You know what I'm saying? Too many things happen. So I'm always thinking constantly what could happen if I do this, or what could happen if I go there, or if I get taken away from her, then who's gonna love her how I love, you know? So that was probably the hardest thing.
Oh, yeah. I think that's definitely good because everybody can go and turn up and have fun. And my brother was out a few weeks ago and he didn't get into it, but somebody that he knew got into an altercation with the bouncer at the door. And the guy was a young guy, ended up losing his life just going what you would think would be a casual, I'm going out to have fun, ends up in that way.
You just never know what could possibly happen. So it's you got to think for your kids. Because I know my friends, they didn't have kids at the time. So it's Carrington, come here with me or go here. And I'm they might have guns in there. What if I don't make it home to my baby? Then what? You know what I'm saying? So that was probably the hardest thing. And then probably having people watch her and stuff like that, going to school, getting off of work, and then coming home to her 1 o'clock in the morning. Right. So, and she'll be up. Waiting on me. 1 o'clock in the morning. She's like, Mommy, I was waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? And she 1 year old. So I was just that was hard seeing that because I'm just like, I'm trying to be great for you.
Yes.
I'm trying to be perfect for you. I mean, nobody can be perfect, but it was just like, I want to, set an example for you.
Yeah.
So that was hard to see, being away from her a lot.
There you go. Because you used to work at Hobby Lobby.
Yes.
Yes.
For 5 years.
Yeah. You hung in there. Because at that time, I had just started doing t-shirts and stuff.
Yes.
And would come in there and get my t-shirt equipment.
Yes.
And I used to be like, why Hobby Lobby don't have scanners or anything for y'all?
Typing it in, bringing everything up by hand.
Look, number by number. I used to be like, oh my God. Now, I know they're making money in here.
Yeah.
Why do they have y'all
manually typing everything in?
And we were just going through some videos on YouTube, and we have a video of my son.
Really?
Yes. Me and him coming to Hobby Lobby, and I was talking to you at the register. Yes. I'm gonna have to show you when we get done. I was like, oh my God,
that was a long time
how
ago.
time fly? Yes. I'm like, what are you doing even on YouTube? My son, I think at that time, maybe was about, on the video looked like he was about 6.
Really?
Yes.
Why we just recording?
Yes. And you had told him, he was like, well, get ready to lock the door, so you coming in or you going out? He said, I'm going out. So he got the camera and he going to the car and everything. I was like, my God. What is the best thing you can say of your experience of being a teen mom?
The best experience. Knowing that I got somebody looking up to me.
Yeah.
Knowing I got somebody looking up to me. Like watching my every move. Like I started doing makeup. Mm-hmm. And after I started doing makeup, it was like I catch her in my makeup all the time. And I'm like, you watching everything I do. Mm-hmm. Literally everything I do. And now she's about to be 10. So it's like, you a little me.
What?
I could be 10.
You don't look like you have a 10-year-old.
Yes. About to be 10 years old.
Wow.
So I think that's probably the...
So how old are your babies?
Okay. So mine will be 3 tomorrow. Mm-hmm. It's May 1st. And then Azani will be 7, August the 6th. Mm-hmm. I got too many kids.
Girl.
Because I'm like, hold on. And then Kalani will be 10, September the 15th.
Oh, September 15th?
Yes.
No way. Junior is September 15th.
Really?
Yes, he's 16. Yes. And
Yes.
Tajay is September the 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. September, I have 2 Septembers, 1 October, and then 1 February. So now they're 22 is Tajay, 19 is Tamia, Trinity is 17, and Junior is 15.
Okay.
Yeah. And I had mine from the age of 16 to 23.
Okay.
I was done.
Yeah, after that.
Yeah. 2 side. That's it for me.
That's good. You got a boy.
Yeah, I did get that boy. So are you thinking about trying both boys?
I want a boy.
Okay.
But I think I'm having another girl if I try.
No. Don't speak that.
Right. But I'll be okay with a girl too. I like being a girl mom.
Yeah, I mean, do you know how to make up?
Yes, hair, nails,
yes.
And I can take them with me everywhere, and they like the fun stuff I get to do.
Yeah. Right. So. I think when you first have a girl, it's like your own personal doll. You get to dress up and make cute. Yes, Tajay was that for me. She was my baby alive.
Yeah. Especially being young, you're like, oh my God, I get to dress up.
Yes. But now the teen moms and stuff is just different because they have the TV show Teen Moms, and then they have Instagram and TikTok. So now I don't feel like
it's a bad thing.
I don't think it's bad. I just think socially they just make it like it's fun and they don't show the real behind the scenes. Like for me, I had to miss my 4th period class at Skyline.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to work.
Yeah.
So every 4th period, I would sneak out and go to work. Now, one teacher knew that, I had a baby and I had to go to work.
Right.
And the other teacher was just like, I don't care.
Right.
And my aunt worked at Skyline, so she was like, I don't care, your teacher, your aunt is work here at the school. You still need to be in class. And I was like, oh my God, like, lady, you don't understand.
Yes, that's
like,
hard.
I had to take care of this kid.
I was doing the same thing. I ended up going to summer school the whole entire summer, and I took 2 extra classes, and I was pregnant at the time. So I was sitting inside the desk, and my stomach is big. Like I'm scooting in the desk, can barely get in and everything. And I was there up until the end of the summer. Okay. And I ended up getting all my classes done. So when I got to my senior year, what was it? Was that junior year? I think it was my junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was able to just get out at 2:00.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Early release.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that was hard. Being pregnant, sitting in the desk all day.
So how was it?
Yes, graduated.
There you
2016.
Go. So how was it completing school, already having a baby?
It was hard. I would say hard. It's not what people make it seem to be. Like it's just gonna be a breeze and everything gonna be smooth. Like I was taking her to tutoring. Yeah. My teachers was a big help too. Like my teachers really helped me out a lot. Like they was buying gifts, buying diapers, doing this. Like Karen said, if you want me to watch her for a little bit after school, you can bring her. Yeah. So they was holding while I was taking my tests, making stuff up. So they made it easy on me too. So, but I would still say it was hard just having to go through all of that. Just having a support system from family or friends or whoever helps the situation. Yes, it definitely takes a village. Yes. I didn't understand that. My mom used to say, it takes a village. It takes a village to raise kids. And I'm like, okay, I don't have no kids. I don't care about that. But when I had my own, I'm like, where the village? Everybody is like helping. I'm like, oh, I see what you're saying now. Yes. It takes a lot of people, you know, and sometimes it's people that you would never think to help that will help you when they actually do come through and help you. So it's like, okay, I get it now. I get it. That's good. You definitely got to have people that believe in you and see, like, she's worth my time. She's worth my energy. Exactly. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, what made you get to the point where you wanted to step out and start your own business? Well, first off, what's the name of your business? Kool-Aid Addicts. Okay. Yes, Kool-Aid Addicts. And what inspired you to start Kool-Aid Addicts? Kalani, my oldest baby. Okay. My oldest baby. So basically, I was working at KFC. Yeah. Come on, chicken. Yeah, I was working at KFC. And basically, like, I was working there maybe about 3 weeks. I ended up getting into it with the manager. Yeah. And she was just like, you got to work until 12 tonight and stuff like that. Like, she was getting into me. She was like, well, you got to stay. You can't go home. And I think I was like 16 at the time. What? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to stay because I don't want to lose my job. And I do got a kid at home. But she had told me one day when I was, you know, just in there, I was just working, but she was always nitpicking with me. Yeah. And I never did nothing because I was good, you know, I was a good worker. So I remember the day she told me, she was like, you'll never get anything more than a job like this. And when I say it hit me in my chest, I was like, okay, I do got a kid. She might be right. I'm like, so I'm gonna just be here? Like, you think I'm gonna just be here? You know, in my head, but I'm young and you're not knowing that people words hurt. Yeah. And I already got a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm 16. I'm trying to beat statistics. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know, it hurt. Yeah. So I went home and I crossed my home like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to work there. Right. But I just kept going. I'm like, I'm going to just keep going for a little bit. But that was still in my head every day that I was there. Yeah. So then I was just like, you know what? I don't never get to see her, you know, at nighttime at least because she be asleep. Or if she is waiting on me, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, 12:30. I don't want her to be up all night. So I ended up just thinking about, I'm like, how can I make some money? Right. How can I make some money? I'm young. And I'm like, well, a lot of people eat Kool-Aid pickles. And it just, I don't know, out the blue, it came into my mind like Kool-Aid pickles. So I ended up telling my dad, I'm like, Dad, well, I don't want no lunch money this week. Can you invest in my business that I'm trying to start? He was like, business? Yeah. You 16. What are you talking about? So I ended up telling him, I'm like, well, I need pickles, I need sugar, and I need Kool-Aid. He was like, well, okay, you know, no lunch money this week, but he still ended up giving me the lunch money that week. Yeah. But he's got my stuff for my business too. That's good. So I ended up cutting the pickles up, mixing them up, and they took 2 weeks. They said 2 weeks or whatever. And then I told everybody, I'm like, well, I'm going to start selling Kool-Aid pickles, $1 a slice, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm only doing Thursday and Fridays. Okay. So I think I ended up taking 50 pickles on a Friday. And I sold out of everything.
50 pickles.
50 pickles. So I got $50 that day.
Yeah.
And you know, we get out at $3.25 at the time. I'm like, well, I made $50.
You sell them at school.
At school.
Yes.
At school. So I was like,
me and my brother know about that.
Yes. I was definitely selling them at school.
Yes.
And then after that, I was like, okay, well, now I need to make more now that I know that they're selling. So after that, I ended up selling, I think that next week, like 70 on that Friday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this going good.
Yeah.
This going, now I need some more. I need to keep going. I need to keep going. So then they started telling everybody about me. Like the teachers was letting me sell. They didn't say nothing. Because, you know, they always say, like, you can't sell in the school. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But instead, they was letting me, and they was buying them. The teachers was buying them. So I'm like, okay, maybe they good. You know what I'm saying?
So you on to something.
The teachers started telling other teachers. The teachers calling other teachers, like, is she in your classroom right now?
No.
Is she going to pick it up? So I'm like, okay, well, maybe they good like that for real. So I did it up until I graduated, and then I started just going to different schools. You know, during the week, I had my mom, I had one of my friends like, can you take me to this other school?
Yeah.
Go sell pickles. So I'm making $40 here.
Yeah.
$50 here. Each school though. So I'm like, okay, that started going like that, and it just got bigger.
Wow.
Once I graduated, I ended up where did I go? I didn't have a shop at the time. I just ended up having meetup locations in different spots.
Okay.
Mesquite, and then I go like to DeSoto, Duncanville, just different areas, and then it just started going good for me.
Wow.
And here I am now, 26, and that's all I do.
Okay. So you went from selling pickles in school to now owning your own business, Kool-Aid Addicts, and you've already had a storefront. You have already had drop-off spots.
Yes.
And now you're reestablishing your brand at a location in Mesquite now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But outside of pickles, what else do you have?
Okay, I was doing makeup. I did makeup from 2016. That's when I graduated. 2016 up until 2021. I had Amani. So Amani, she ended up only taking breast milk. She didn't want no bottle. She didn't want nothing else. So I'm like, do I really want to get this up? Like, because I thought when I had her, I'm like, well, I'm gonna jump back into makeup. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to do makeup. No. She was like, I'm not taking no bottles, no type of milk. I want the titty, and that's it. So I ended up breastfeeding her for almost 11 months. Yeah, and she still didn't want no bottle the whole time.
Wow.
And she just one day just decided, okay, well, I don't want that no more. And that was it. But I couldn't do makeup and a baby be on me too. So I'm like, that's a sacrifice.
Yes.
And I did not like it. I'm like, I had my life planned out, but I'm like, God ordered your steps in other ways. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. But I was just doing makeup. That was my main thing. I was doing outside of the pickles.
Wow.
Yes.
Definitely. Kids will change your direction.
Yes.
Yes. Breastfed baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
And she's still attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be on my hip all the time. Mommy, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. Where you going?
Yes, that's gonna be your rider right there.
Yeah,
that's gonna be your rider. Out of all my kids, Trinity is the most protective of me.
Really,
the 17-year-old. She's very, very protective of me. Like if I go anywhere, where you going? What you doing? How long you gonna be?
Yeah, call me when you get there.
Yes, and iPhones, Lord help us. All of my kids have my location,
so they looking.
You hear me?
Yeah, they looking.
I'll be like, I'm on my way, Mama. You ain't even left out the house. I'm like, just give me a minute. I said I'm on my way.
Yeah, they still watching your location.
I'm like, y'all gonna make me go back to Android, okay?
Exactly. Or turn the location off for a minute so y'all can see.
Y'all gonna make me go back to Android. No FaceTime, no nothing.
Exactly.
But I totally understand. And the economy that we live in now, you have to have multiple streams of income.
You have to.
Because it's like one job is not enough. One hustle is not enough. You have to have several things going on.
Yes.
So how I got reconnected back with you is crazy. My daughter was on your page, and wanted some of those pineapples, girl.
Yes, yeah,
pineapples. So and then it was the boudin balls. So we pull up, and I'm like, is that Kirsten? Yes. So how did you end up adding on the boudin balls and the pineapples and the grapes and all those things?
Okay, so the grapes, that was my first thing after my Kool-Aid pickles. But I was like trial and error. At first I was like, oh, this nasty. Like, This don't taste good.
No.
Yes. And my sister is telling me, like, Kirsten, do not drop that on your menu, please.
No.
And your sibling is gonna be the most honest person. I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna work on this before I drop it.
Okay.
So I ended up practicing for like 3 or 4 months. And then I was like, okay, they taste good now.
Yeah.
Now I can put them on the menu. So I ended up putting them on the menu 4 months later, and they sold out the first day. So I'm like, oh, y'all like them.
See, look, when you got favor, honey. Favor.
I'm like, y'all like them. Okay.
The Lord will do it, won't
Exactly.
Yes.
He definitely did. So I ended up selling out. So I'm like, okay, well, let me add something else. Kool-Aid pineapples. That was another seller. I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's gonna sell, but let's try to add it, to the menu. They sold out the first day. And I don't know. I be wanting to know like how I sell out like that.
It's just grace and favor.
Yes, yes, all the time. So I ended up selling out of those. And then now I added the boudin balls. But I've only been doing that 4 months.
Really?
4 months, yeah. And that was trial and error too. For almost 3 months, I'm like, yeah, that's nasty. I feel like I'm my biggest critic. And I feel like if it's nasty, then I know other people gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? That's nasty.
And that's what you don't want.
And I don't want that. I don't want that.
People are picky about their food.
Exactly. And I'm picky about my food.
Well,
If they mess my order up, I'm definitely going back. Like, you messed this. This ain't hot enough. This ain't good enough.
This ain't right.
Exactly. So I was like, I don't want to do this in my business. I'm going to just stay down until I get it right. Once I get it perfect, then I can drop it. Because it ain't a rush. And that's what I always tell people too. It's not a rush. You don't got to rush into nothing.
And that's why you sell out like you do.
Because I take my time. Take my time. Yep.
Now, I'm going to have to try these apples I seen.
Yes.
Please explain those to me.
Okay. So, like the strawberry crunch ice cream.
Yes.
It tastes a lot like that. It's just dipped in with the apple, or you could do a strawberry. So it tastes just like that.
Ooh. I seen
and it's so good. It sell out too. That's a good seller.
I seen the Instagram and they bid it, and I was like, "Is that apple?"
I
said, "OMG! Come on, look here! Got the pickles, got the boudin balls, the pineapples, the grapes, the apples. Like, girl,
all type of stuff. One stop shop, whatever you want.
And every time you drop, they just sell out.
Yes, especially pickles. Pickles right now is like the biggest seller.
Yes. Now I be seeing on TikTok where they have the chamoy
pickle.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that they have a chamoy pickle that they soak for a long time. I have the one that you like, the fruit roll up chamoy pickle. I do that one. Yeah. And that sells really good too.
I've never tried.
Yeah. It sells good.
The chamoy, I haven't. So I'm gonna get some from you.
Definitely gotta try it.
Definitely. Now I don't know about the one where they be putting them Takis and stuff.
And I want to try that. I never tried it.
I want to because of the crunch. I love a good crunch. Yes. Right. But how my stomach's set up.
Yeah. I want to try it. I'm just like, they make it look good.
Yeah.
They make it look good on TikTok. Like,
TikTok can sell you a dream.
Yeah, TikTok shop got me in a chokehold right now. I'm like, I need this.
Yes.
I don't need that, but I need it because I see it.
But they be having them pickles looking good.
They do.
Now they even have, what's that thing? It's ice cream and fruit roll up.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
I'm like, they have you up in here eating everything under
in the middle of the night, just trying stuff. Me.
But yeah, so we're gonna try to pickle together. We're gonna have to.
Okay,
we're gonna have to run a little recap back.
Yeah.
And try to pickle with the Takis.
Yes.
Just pray that we're not in the restroom after it's over.
Right.
So toe up because of Takis and chamoy and everything.
Exactly.
But oh yeah, I'm excited. Yes. Like you are just really in your own lane, and there's no traffic because you're in your own lane doing your own thing at your own pace. And a lot of people feel like it's competition when you're doing something that somebody else is doing. But what God has for you is for you.
It's gonna always be for you. Always.
Yes.
And I always tell people that I'm like, everybody has their own lane. And as long as you're on your path, can't nobody knock you off.
Yeah.
And that's what I always tell people, because some people are like, well, she do nails and she do nails and she do hair. It's a lot of people sell pickles. Like it's a lady down the street from me that sell pickles, and we don't even have the same clientele. And she have good clientele, and I have a lot of clientele. But I've never ran it. I didn't even know who she was. for a long time until somebody brought up like, oh, she sell pickles. I'm like, oh, wow, I've never heard of her.
Yeah.
But she got good clients. So once I got on her page, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's it ain't no competition.
It's still no competition.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all I see is me.
There you go. Come on.
I feel like all I see is me. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so I think like when I drop my pickles or do something new or anything like that, I'm not in competition with nobody.
Yeah. Focus on you and what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
That's the best thing.
Exactly.
Girl. So what is the hardest thing about being a business owner and starting a business?
Having kids. Having kids.
Mm-hmm.
So my first and my second child, my kids was always in the shop with me.
Okay.
So I was doing makeup
Mm-hmm.
and my kids was in the room, you know what I'm saying? I ended up getting a shop with multiple suites.
Mm-hmm.
So they had their own little suite to be in there and do what they wanted to do inside of, you know, so they wouldn't be in my way.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, our mama, they want to be in there with me.
Of course.
While I'm doing makeup, they up under me, up under my leg, or
Yes.
sitting in the corner, you know what I'm saying, getting on my nerves. But that was that. But yeah, I think that's the hardest part is kids.
And yeah, because you gotta balance out being a mother, being a business owner.
Yes.
Where is there time for Carrington? For
Exactly.
you? Where is there time?
And I always think about that. I'm like, okay, you a good mama,
Mm-hmm.
you a good business owner,
Mm-hmm.
but what do Carrington like? What do Carrington love? And I'm still trying to figure that out. It's being 26, I still don't know. I can't tell you like, I love this or this make me happy because I'm like, I'm full mama to 3 babies.
Yeah.
So I'm all in for them all the time. It's just like, okay, well, what about me? What do you like?
It's like for one word. It's like who?
Exactly. Like, what do you like? And I haven't figured it all the way out. But I mean, I experience like I'll go out to eat now by myself sometimes, and that's something new for me. But I'm like, I enjoy it. So now I know, well, okay, I like that. But
there you go.
I'm still learning who I am.
Yes.
Outside of being a mama and outside of being a business owner too. Because that's hard.
It is.
It's definitely hard.
Trying to find balance in everything. It is. And don't feel bad because, girl, I am 38. And for me, I had to ask myself that question, like, what do you like? My question to myself is, what makes you happy?
Right. Besides your kids.
Yeah.
We always
and I was
say
just
that.
say, the most thing is, oh, my kids, my grandkids.
Yeah.
But I'm like, outside of that, what makes you happy? And so lately I've been finding myself on this journey, like, you got to find what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because working all the time, having a business, being there for everybody, that's regular, everyday stuff. But what at the end of the day, as they say, the day got to end. At the end of the day,
yeah.
When you sit down, what can you say? Okay, I know if I just had this one thing to do, this is going to make me happy. I can't just really say, yeah. Because it's like for me, my life is routine. It's, you know, work, church, kids. Work, church, kids.
And that's it.
I mean, and with kids, I say kids, but kids to me, I have grown people that, you know, the weight of the world is on my shoulder for them. And I carry a lot. But the good thing I can say is God don't allow me to look like what I'm going through or look like what I've been through.
That's the one. I always say that.
Yeah.
I tell everybody, I'm like, I'm glad that I don't look like what I be going through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I be crying every day. I'll be waking up smiling. You know what I'm saying? When I go outside and when I'm talking to my customers and stuff, I'm like, y'all don't know the hell.
Yeah.
I was crying before I came out here, but I got a smile on my face right now.
Right. If it was one thing that nobody know about you, what would it be? Just by looking at you, I'm like, oh, she's so cute. She's always happy and bubbly. But what is one thing that just by looking at you, somebody would not be able to say no? I know that's a tough one.
Let me see. One thing
that no one be able to be like, if you think like, they're like, what? I didn't know that about her. I would have never thought.
That's a good question.
It could be good or bad. One thing that people may not know. Because every time I see you, you always have that upbeat personality.
Okay, yeah. So I'm thinking that I'm sad, like a lot. Like just behind just kids, life, taking care of myself, business. You know what I'm saying? Like I cry all the time, but I feel like it's better out than in.
It is.
So I have happy tears, sad tears, and I feel like I can lift people up all the time. Like I'm everybody's safe spot.
Yes.
Like everybody can come to me and talk, and even if I was just breaking down, I'm gonna pray over you. I'm gonna pray over you. We gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody ever knows that I'm going through this or I'm going through that, but they always come talk to me. And I feel like everybody needs somebody.
You're right.
Everybody needs somebody.
You're right.
And like I was telling my friend the other day, she was like, "How could you just be so strong like that?" And I'm just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? God. God, because I can, speak life into you and know that I'm still struggling. I'm still fighting battles mentally. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that'll be the thing that I cry all the time. They will probably like, you don't cry because you always smiling.
Yeah.
Always, yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. It's always the strongest people have their weakest moments, but no one ever really knows it.
Exactly.
And that was one of the reasons why this podcast is called What's Behind Your Smile. Let's talk about it. Because you never know what a person is going through behind their smile.
Right.
And that is the key reason for being able to sit here and talk and let people know that you may be struggling with depression. You may be struggling with suicidal thoughts. You may not have everything that you want in life. You may not know how you're going to get to that place where you have joy, peace, and happiness. But if you keep smiling and keep going, keep praying, keep trusting that somehow, some way, God is going to open up a door and rain down blessings over you, rain down blessings over your family, and give you the desires of your heart. But one thing I know with life is we get so busy and we forget to just be like, Lord, I thank you for what I have.
Thank you for everything.
Yes.
I may not everything.
See. Yeah.
Because it's like he does so much and he works so much behind the scenes, and we get so caught up. And that was one thing that I had to remember is that even when all the blessings start pouring in, God's still here. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pray to him. You gotta talk to him. You gotta let him know, like, I'm still here. I'm still your child, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't forget about him.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it's been times where the money just started getting real good, to where I wasn't talking to God as much as I used to, or just praying as much as I used to. But then God always grab your attention when you're doing that.
There you go.
And start taking stuff away.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let me start praying. My bad.
Yeah.
God, I need you. I'm so sorry. He definitely will do that. And I'm learning, like, even when stuff is going real good, you still got to give him thanks. You still got to pray about it.
Good,
and even when, even if they good and bad. Yeah. That would.
Prayer works and it changes.
Prayer definitely works.
Do you have like a go-to song or scripture whenever you have your moment?
Go-to song. I listen to gospel all day. All day long. I don't like to hear that rah-rah all day.
Yeah.
And I feel like gospel lifts your spirit up. If you having a bad day, okay, well, turn my gospel on. Let me go to the car real quick. Because my car, I don't know, is my safe spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm like, let me turn my music on. I'm away from my kids. They in there playing or they sleep. I'm like, I'm going to go to the car, turn my music on. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to listen to my music. So, but I don't know, scripture.
It don't have to be like you got to know the name and direct, but just a quote or something that comes to your head that when you just think of it, it's like, okay, I got this. God got me. I got this. Everybody have different stuff.
Yes, and my mama just went blank. And it's so many because I can name them, and I'm just like, okay, my mind blank right now.
Just a quote.
I don't know why I just went blank. I've been good this whole time. I'm like, my mind is like, where we go?
Look, when the momentum is good, it's always something that's gonna throw you off track. Always something. But it's okay. When I first was like, okay, I'm interviewing Miss Carrington, and when you said strong, I was like, okay, Lord, me and you be right here then. We right here then. But what came to mind was Psalms 46:5. God is within her; she will not fail.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And it says He will help her at the break of day. So
So what does that mean to you? Like the quote?
That means that no matter what you do in life, as long as you trust God and believe that what you want, He's going to provide it.
Right.
We may not see how it's going to come. We may not know when it's going to come.
Right.
The break of day could mean in the middle of the night. It could be the middle of the morning.
Right.
It could be at any point.
Right.
He's not going to let you get to the point where you fail you lose your car. You know, even if you do, He's going to provide something else, you know, in between a job, or He's not going to fail you. We may feel like, oh, God, you failed me. My car broke down. How do I get to work? I don't have what I need. But the way we look at failure is not the same way that He looks at it.
Right.
Because we could have just avoided a wreck. That car getting broke down could have avoided a wreck that you were about to be in.
Exactly.
So I think we sometimes get upset with God when we don't get our way.
Exactly.
We act like toddlers and act like kids and we pout and I'm mad and and sometimes I get frustrated with myself because I'll be like, okay, ooh, Lord, this is clutching my pearls. These bills is due. And the math ain't mathing. I'm making to work these many hours in this many days, and then this check. The math
that's not enough.
But I can say that as long as I've been grown and out here on my own raising my kids, I have not had to be put out of where I live.
Yeah.
You know, cars may have broken down, but I have not had to lose a job because of that.
Exactly.
So when so that means this for me lets me know that I will not fail. He's not going to let me fall, or He's not going to let me get to the point where I'm at the lowest of low and don't have anything.
Right.
And I'm like you, you know, I encourage people and push people, and I cry. I will.
Look, I'm holding my tears back. Yeah, I've been holding my tears back this whole time.
And it's like, I can't show my weakness.
Right.
I can't. Because if I show a sign of weakness, then the people that's depending on me to be strong will crumble. Will lose their mind.
Especially our kids.
Strong. Yeah.
Especially our kids. Yeah. They're like, no, what you crying for?
Yeah.
You good? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? And as soon as they ask what's wrong, here we go. Crying. Don't ask me what's wrong, because now I'm going to start crying for real.
Right. And we try to hide whatever struggle we're going through from our kids.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be your kid's first superhero.
Right.
Their first person that they look up to.
Right.
Influence, all of that. You know, the TV and social media is all over the place.
Right.
That if you don't set the foundation and example for your kid at home, ain't no telling what they're going to end up in, where they're going to end up going, how life is going to take them down this road of hell and back. So we definitely have to stay prayed up, believe that things will get better, and just continue to smile and continue to just be like, oh, Lord, I trust you. I don't understand how it's going to happen. I may not even know when it's going to happen. And even when you bless me, sometimes I don't even know why, but we trust you.
We trust you.
If you had to give someone some encouraging words, just a teen mom, or just a mother in general, a business owner, just anyone at this point in their life, what would you encourage? How would you encourage them to keep going and keep pushing? And like you said at the beginning, the word for you is strong. How would you encourage them to be strong?
You got to keep faith in God first.
Yes, ma'am.
Always. Always pray. Always know that it gets greater later. That's the thing I tell everyone. It's get greater later. It's coming, you know what I'm saying? It might be bad now, but it might be good tonight. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy will come in the morning.
Exactly. I just would say keep going, and no matter what, don't give up. Don't give up, because it get hard.
Yeah.
Being a mama, that get hard. Being a business owner, that get hard. I almost threw the towel in 10 times last year, and I had my family, my friends like, Karen, you've been doing this 6 years. You gonna throw it in now? You ain't where you want to be yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. All right, let me snap back into it. Yeah. Okay, let me keep going. And then my kids, they like walking advertising. They talk about me to everybody. My mama sell this. My mama can make that. Oh, you need treats to make for your part. My mama do that.
There we go.
You know, anything my kids is walking advertising, it's like, okay, they see what I do and they love what I do.
There you go.
They haven't seen me. Well, they saw me with a job at Hobby Lobby, but besides that, now that they say, they'll say, well, I want to be a nail tech, or I want to do this. it's not like a job, like, but it's like more so they want to work for themselves.
There like, you go.
I never had like a person in front of me that, you know, could walk me through the steps to being an entrepreneur. And I'm like, you got me right here. Like, ask me. Which one, you know what I'm saying? Where you want to do a lemonade stand? Mm-hmm. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, my oldest, she want a lemonade stand so bad. I'm like, you ready? Yeah. When you ready? Yeah. When you want to do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, my mama, she was more so like, lemonade stand. Like, why would you? You know, because I wanted one when I was little too. She was like, lemonade stand. But I feel like now that I'm an entrepreneur, like, whatever my kids want to do, let's go for it. Let's do it. You want to blow balloons up? Let's blow them up. Where you want to get the balloons from? Yeah. Like, you got to be like
start
that.
them early.
Exactly. Behind your kids, you just got to be like that. You just, but back to the question. Hey. Look, back to the question because I get off topic. It's okay. I would say, keep going, have faith. And no matter what, I just feel like everything get better than what it is. Because I've had times where I'm like, I'm going through a storm, but things later on it got way better than what it was. And when you're going through a storm, you can't even see. Mm-hmm. You can't see the light. Mm-hmm. You just like, okay, I'm gonna give up right now. I don't want to do this no more. Like, God, do you hear me? Yeah. Like, is you listening?
It's the desperation prayer.
Yes. And even when I can't talk, can you hear me? When I'm crying, I don't know what to say, God. Yeah. But you know
my heart, and you know my thoughts before I even say
it. Exactly. So I would say just keep going and don't give up.
There we go.
No matter what.
There we go.
What would you say?
I would say definitely trust in God. Believe in yourself. Don't give up on you. Everybody else may give up on you. Right. Everybody may turn their backs on you. Right. But don't give up on you.
Right.
And just know that it's not always our will, but it's His will. Yes. And if we sometimes surrender ourselves to Him and ask for guidance and ask for direction, then He'll begin to reveal to us, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. Right. Like for me, starting this podcast, I've been having this in my head for about 4 years. Yeah. I bought stuff about, years ago and just kept putting it to the side. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then now I look at everybody got a podcast. Right. I'm like, God put this in me like 4 years ago, before it got big. Right. And I was like, I don't even want to do it because other people doing it. But God said, do what I told you.
And it's a time for everything. Yeah, it is. So it might not have been time 4 years ago, but right now is the time. Yeah. You know, so it could be just a time for everything.
Yes. And for me, it's the fact that I don't want to be another podcast where you're just talking, and you're not being effective about anything. Yeah. But here, we want to be a safe space for people to tell their story, what's behind their smile, right, but also help somebody else up. Right. So with that being said, we've both been teen moms and experienced the hard ups and downs of being a teen mom. Definitely. So we want to bless at least 2 teenage mothers with a box of diapers and wipes for them and their baby, and also a gift card either to Amazon or Walmart, because we know what it's like to have to leave school, miss school, drop out. I had to drop out and go back online to get my high school diploma. Luckily, Keratin had the support she needed and was able to go all the way through. So we know the ups and downs of being a teen mom and trying to balance out school, work, and etc. So we do want to be able to be a blessing to 2 teen moms and help them out in that area of wipes, some diapers, and giving them a gift card for themselves. But this has been an amazing show. Oh my God. We could keep going on and on. Yes. Because look, we ain't even touched the topic of dating as a single mom. Right. Trying to balance out dating, being a single mom, running a business, how even in relationships, it can get tough, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
So look, we'll have to bring Miss Keratin
a part
back.
2. I'll be back.
Yes, we'll do like a little girl talk, open conversation about dating as a single mom. You know what? Is it May? Is Mother's Day?
May, yes.
So we'll have another spinoff of a Mother's Day special with Miss Keratin and some other lovely young ladies. Yeah. And we're going to talk about being a single mom, trying to balance out dating, and even have someone on that's married and how they balance out being married, being a mother, going to work, variety of things. So we just want you all to know that we love you. And I just want to close out with a quick prayer. Lord, we want to be able to thank you for blessing us to be able to come here on this platform today, to be able to lift up your name and give you honor, glory, and praise. And for those that are out there and struggling with depression, struggling being a teen mom, struggling being a mother, struggling on your job, anything that you're going through, just trust God. Go find a place in your home, even in your car, just to surrender your problems and pray and say, God, I may not have it all together. You may not even know how to pray. You just talk to him like we're talking right now, and just say, Lord, I surrender all that I have to you. I surrender my hurt. I surrender my pain, my frustration, my anger, my depression, everything that I have going on within me. I surrender it to you. And we know that he will show you direction. He will give you grace and show you favor. So we hope and we pray that this podcast was able to touch someone, and for you to be able to look at this and be able to say, I know that better days are coming. Y'all have a good night.
Amen.
Oh